Welcome to a Gash landscape painting tutorial. Our inspiration is a winter scene of the Ben over Loch Ard. I look forward to showing you how to paint this. Then we will experiment with our finished piece to produce a series of Christmas-themed greeting cards. Ben Lomond over Loch Ard by Van Gash. We begin by painting a background wash of light grey paint using a 1.5 inch flat wash brush. Try not to treat this layer too precious and just cover the white canvas. You can see the benefits of working on a white background. Use it to your advantage to create some texture and movement on the first layer by not painting it too flat. Pause the video here to paint. Use a background wash of light medium grey, let the layer dry. Using the same background grey, create a 50-50 composition by painting a horizontal line to represent the water edge. You have now worked out the top and bottom half of your painting. Remember to blend the top edge of your mark and leave a bold, solid edge along the bottom line. Pause the video here to allow the layer to dry. Medium grey paint now, and same brush to block in a dark diagonal cloud in the top right corner of the canvas. Make sure it is a transparent wash. Use a little water to thin your paint. Add a small horizontal line to the right, halfway down the bottom of the canvas, to represent the composition and placement of the island in the foreground. Pause the video here to allow your time to paint and let the layer dry. Here we add the snowy cat Ben Lomond using a 3/4 inch flat wash brush. Wet the brush, then load with white paint and drag along the top edge, blending the bottom edge. Pause the video here to give yourself time to paint. Let this layer dry. Using a light grey paint and a 3/4 inch flat brush to block in the body of the Ben, work loosely with big strokes. Then you use the white paint to highlight the snowy cap again. Be bold and deliberate here. Next we use the medium grey paint to block in the shadow side of the Ben. Pause the video here to give you time to paint. Let these layers dry. Using a medium or dark grey paint and a 1.5 inch flat brush to darken, block in the waterline, then paint the background row of trees. Use a little water to lighten your paint. Pause the video to give yourself time to paint. Let this layer dry. Using a 1 inch flat brush, medium or dark grey paint, same technique to block in the middle row of trees. Observe how I use my brush on its chiselled edge and sketch along in a continuous movement. I stop to reload my brush and make sure the paint is thicker or darker for this layer. Take care to keep your strokes of your treetops lower than the previous layer. Pause the video here to paint. Let this layer dry. The last and darkest row of trees, use a smaller flat brush and a dark charcoal grey paint. I sketch a shorter row of treetops and block in the bottom edge of the tree line. Pause the video here for time to paint. Let this layer dry. Foreground objects sit lower than the middle ground tree line. Using a 1.5 inch flat brush and medium grey wash paint, sketch a horizontal line 1/3 of the way up from the bottom right hand side of the canvas. Use the same loose sketchy line to block in the height of the background layer of trees on the island. Taller at the right and shorten as you move to the left. I selected the 1 inch flat brush here and gradually thickened the paint to block in the landmass. Using a 1.5 inch flat brush, medium dark grey to add another layer and some depth to the trees. Notice how I drop the horizontal line down further on this foreground object to allow more space for the final layer. Pause the video to paint, let this layer dry. Here I revisit the middle ground objects with my 3/4 inch flat brush. I use this to bridge the gap between the foreground, using dark or medium grey to sketch the middle row treetops, then the dark charcoal for the remaining. Using dark grey and a 1 inch flat wash brush to sketch loosely the shorter foreground trees along the water's edge. 5 dagger brush here to sketch the foreground objects in a dark or charcoal grey paint. Note how the strokes are loose and expressive. Have some fun and enjoy. Pause the video here to paint. Let this layer dry. The final moment to experience is the full benefit of creating some texture, painting on a white background. As we notice, this has created our water loch area. We only need a few deliberate loose sketches using a 1.5 inch flat brush to add some ripples to the windy, misty water surface. Then we are ready to sign our masterpiece. Final detail on the water surface using medium grey wash and loose strokes with a 1.5 inch flat brush. Sign your masterpiece inside the painting. The Ben over Lochard, an A4 monochrome study, number 1 by Van Gash. Signed painting by Van Gash. Now for some more fun creating a series of Christmas cards inspired by our local winter scene we have just created, and much more. All you need is various coloured card and paper, scissors and glue or Pritt stick, and some printed photos of your paintings. Fold an A4 sheet of white card in half and place it to the side. Then select your colour of mount card to paste your printed photo of your painting onto. Place your coloured mounted image onto the face of a folded white card. Now you can prepare any other decorations, like stickers and messages for the front. I chose white blue snowflakes to complement the white card and cool blue mount card, and to warm up the image I used a golden Merry Christmas foam sticker. I created a Christmas card greeting inside by typing out a note and printing 4 per A4 page. Trim these to size to fit your cards. Here is my first card inspired by my Ben over Lochard painting. Finished series of Christmas cards with a painting of the Ben from Lochard and a few other of my paintings for some variety. Christmas cards by Van Gash. 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 Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and are inspired to create a painting and series of Christmas cards of your own. Have a blessed and peaceful Christmas and best wishes for the new year.